guys, it's me, Tahili. It's that time again, Thought for Tuesday. So thank you for joining me. Today's Thought for Tuesday is about knowing, trusting, respecting, and loving. And I am in the process of settling down into my new neighborhood. And know, trust, respect, and love. These are four words that have really come to life for me because it's the process of my transition and building a routine for myself in terms of my exercise life, etc. So, where does this fall into everything? Well, let me start off first of all. When I moved to my new home a few weeks ago, I was excited. It felt exciting to be starting a new chapter of my life. And I wasn't sure exactly what to expect, but I was expecting great things. That's the newness of it. So after the newness of things, you get to know things. And I now started to explore my neighborhood. I was looking for running routes, etc. So I was beginning to know my neighborhood. And then there was an incident that happened that had me a little distressed. Someone got accosted and was assaulted, a female, and that had me a little disturbed. So I took my power back. I got a little, it blew the wind out of my sails, I would like to tell you, because I felt a little uncomfortable. So I went from being very excited to getting to know this new neighborhood. And then starting to think, can I trust this neighborhood? So then I decided I would trust my neighborhood and do what I call them the YNs. YN meaning neighborhood, so I do a Know Your Neighborhood run, a KYN. And then I did a Trust Your Neighborhood run, a TYN. And I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I pretty soon want to start doing an RYN, Respect Your Neighborhood. And soon after that, I know what I'm going to be doing is an LYN, a Love Your Neighborhood run. It was only in the process of moving across to my new home that I realized that these same things, knowing, trusting, respecting, and loving, falls into all aspects of our lives in terms of relationships with other people, whether it is a colleague, whether it is your boss, whether it is friends, it is with your friends, or, of course, that romantic partner, right? When we first meet people, we just judge them based on the appearance of what we see. When I saw my home, I fell in love with what I saw. I didn't know it, but I had a feeling this was for me. I was excited, and that's how we are when we start off relationships. We just see this person, we're like, this is somebody I want to know. I want to get to know them. And then you start to get to know them. And it's that knowing sometimes that can either make you want to know more or less, or be like, oh, maybe this is not for me. But then when you get to know them, then you start to trust them. This is when you start to feel comfortable around them. You start doing things like walking around in your old clothes, maybe not wearing makeup. Not that I'm a big makeup person, but I do love a little, whatever. Then maybe, you let yourself go, you have conversations you wouldn't usually have in front of them. Like if your friends call and you're just having a girly conversation, you start to trust them. So you let your guard down, you let them into different aspects of your life. The not so pretty ones, the ones that aren't for show. And then after you go past that trusting phase, you start to respect them because, they just show you parts of themselves that, like, oh, yeah, they're not perfect, but I love them as they are and I respect them, and they show you aspects of their being that make you excited. And then this is my favorite part. This is the part that I love the most, when you get to love them. And becoming used to my new neighborhood reminded me of these things, of knowing, of trusting, of respecting and loving, not just in my romantic partnerships, but in friendships, with my family, with people I work with, the people around me, my animals, my pets. We all went through these different phases. And it's beautiful to know that it isn't just related to one thing. So that's my thought for Tuesday. KTRL. In this instance, I'm using those acronyms: know, trust, respect, love, in terms of getting to know my neighborhood, to then trust my neighborhood, to then respect my neighborhood, and then, above all, to love my neighborhood and to know that wherever I go, it's going to be safe, it's going to be divinely guided and protected. I'm always going to be in a cocoon of protection because I believe it, and because I want to give my community that trust. And it's going to be possible. It is possible. So that's my thought for Tuesday, friends. Thank you so much for listening. And I know that my thought for Tuesdays have been not as regular as in the past. I thank you for bearing with me. I am in the process of a transition and I am working on my consistency again. But in the meantime, I'm being very forgiving with myself. If I can't be available to you every week, I know that you understand, and I know that when I am available again, I'm going to be able to give you more because I'm going to be coming from a place of more. So when I don't have, I can't give extra, but when I do have extra, I'm going to share what I have with you. And today I'm sharing my perspective on the world. So that's my thought for Tuesday, friends. Love and light to you guys. Stay blessed, stay positive. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Namaste. Peace.